welcome to Fifth Third Stadium, home to the Kennesaw State Owls. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders. Squaring off with another team from Conference USA, the Kennesaw State Owls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Kennesaw State Owls offense will have the first crack at it in this one. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes. You guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. He'll keep it himself. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He'll ride his man on the option. And maybe a wise move not to even try the pitch as he's knocked down in the backfield. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Oh, they're after him. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Man, you talk all week about setting the tone, quieting this crowd. Don't let him get involved. You know how you do that? You get a sack and force a punt on the first possession of the football game. That's a heck of a start for this defense.
Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. A fair catch just inside the 40. So the Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders offense will take the field for the first time. And Jesse, the man in the backfield today, not necessarily a superstar. They'll just try to have him grind out the tough yards when they need it.
He needs to be solid in this game. He doesn't need to be a Heisman Trophy winner today for them to win, but he...
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Trying to take it back. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position.
Man, I love night games because you have all day to get excited, get jacked up, and you can tell QB might have been a little too excited. Forcing the ball into coverage on the first pass attempt, creating the interception. Now this defense has set this offense up in a great position to get some early momentum.
Kennesaw State has a chance now on 1st and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Here comes the option. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Williams looking for a man. Hit as he throws. And he's got it. Touchdown, Kennesaw State.
That is tremendous toughness there by the quarterback because he knew he was going to get drilled. He hung tough in the pocket and delivered a strike for the touchdown.
setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Off the play fake on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB.
Really good coverage by the DB there, and even a better job of locating the football and then knocking it away.
Trying play action. Caught over the middle. It's Lacey. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Missed receiver there, it's incomplete. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. To the air, it's Battiato. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Works his way ahead for 3 out to the 14. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Here's the snap, looking to throw. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down. New set of downs after the completion. On the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback,
Oh, he's got some space. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. He'll do it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. He'll pull it on the read. Makes his man miss. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Running back searching for a hole. Breaks the tackle. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. 8th play of the drive coming up. Rides to back and leaves it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The give on the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. Williams will pass. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Looking to throw on first down. grab behind the line. It's Hunt. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. Gives it on the option. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Got his man on the right. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Out of the gun to give to the back. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. We've reached the break. It's Kennesaw State on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Battiato. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And that is what every single defense wants, man. They got to get those negative plays so you can put them in predictable situations. They gave up some yardage, but that's okay. Getting the sack, now forcing the 3rd and long, gear up the pass rushers, bring in some extra DBs, and try to go get them again.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. After the miss on 3rd down, the punt team is on the field. That is just gorgeous. Knocks it out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Paul.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen.
1st and 10 from their own 17. On the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Under fire. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Just needs a crack to get a return. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. That's reeled in. It's Butler. There he goes. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball's at the 17. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. To the ground with the back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down.
3rd and 1. Everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
I think defenses sometimes get frustrated and you want to get blitz happy and because you give up yards. In this day and age, you're going to give up yards. Who cares? This is the area you're going to bow up. Nice job on first down stopping them. A couple more downs here to stay aggressive.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to throw. It's Vattiato. Spins away from the defense. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it go to the end zone. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. He slides that just inside the right upright. That'll bring him to within 4. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. ULM is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Warhawks have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. They're trailing by just 4 to Arkansas State. We'll keep you updated on things in a game that could alter the balance of power in the Sun Belt. Fellas?
They turning it on! They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, the inside give. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Goes to the option. He'll toss it. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They'll try the run. Look out, he's got room. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? Got the first down. Looking for more. Nice job to keep it himself, find the first down marker, and move the change for this offense. Sends it back in motion. They'll run the option. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. The give to the tailback. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this 3rd and short. And he's going to be just short of the first down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The play action fake. Pressure coming. Breaks into the open.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put him down and go get first downs. But I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out. And you can tell it's going to be a big part of the game plan.
Looking for the goal line. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He's going to lose a yard on that one. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Williams looking for a man. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Man, they just couldn't find a hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes. But 4th and short. Now, decision time, baby.
They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. Never a doubt. Now up by 7 points here in the second.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Got it in the middle, it's Walker. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Incomplete. He threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Off play action. This time he's got his man. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Walker. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And that's good enough for first down.
To the air on first down. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Williams will pass. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking downfield very late in the half. Snagged in the middle, it's Bullock. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And that lead grows even bigger. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say this has been a fun watch so far in Kennesaw. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Fifth Third Bank Stadium.
Kennesaw State ready to kick it off to start things here in the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. They'll open this third quarter with a run. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Looking for a man. It's Battiato. Snagged out of the air. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. They bring the punter onto the field now. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. They'll run the option. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. They'll run play action. The short hands, it's Belcher. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking for room, it's Bennett. Oh, he's got some space. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Trying to keep the drive alive. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Quarterback on the keeper. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Looking to pick up a 1st down on 3rd and short from the 43. He'll keep it himself. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And he will boom that punt out of bounds. No chance for a return. Let's see where the officials spot it. Gives it on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. To the air, it's Battiato. They're working that left side. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the incompletion is an open invitation to the special teams unit to come onto the field. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. Rides the back on the option, the give. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wide receiver going in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Rushes on him. Quickly to the tight end. They make the tackle at the 33, and it is well short of the 1st down. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. Leaves it with the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Makes the grab. It's Doherty. He finally goes out of bounds after the explosive play, but now the question is, did the official see something to bring it back? They had the 1st down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Battiato. Finds his man. It's Lacey. Trying to give them some room to work with. Stopped just short of the 20. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 19. Trying play action. And it's incomplete on third down. And here comes the punt team. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Looking for space. It's Bennett. And the spin move was sweet and athletic, but not necessarily that productive. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll go to the ground. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
The first down sack pushes the ball back for this long 2nd down. Now on the option. Shows him the stiff arm. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6 times tonight. And no shot at a return here as the punt goes out of bounds. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Complete to start this drive. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looking to throw, it's Battiato. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. They knock him down behind the line, and the defense finishing this 3rd quarter in style. At the end of the quarter, it's Kennesaw State on top. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down? Offense lining up quickly.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football.
They wrap him up. He tried to get back to the line of scrimmage, but he's stopped in the backfield.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Battiato. Got it set up on the outside. Powers through. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down.
First down for the offense.
Wants to throw on first down. Under fire. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass, but you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack there.
they've got some serious work to do to keep that last one from messing up this drive. 2nd and 19. Wants to go up top. With the catch, it's Butler. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
At the 26-yard line. 3rd down coming.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. This is now a 7-point game. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. James Madison handled its business today, and given what the week was like in Harrisonburg, that is saying something. This is a focused group, and it's reflected in that final score. Guys, I look at the preseason coaches poll and compare it to where the Sun Belt is right now, and man, what a difference.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
You know, as a quarterback, when you're doing this zone read play, you got to read that defensive end. If he crashes down hard inside to take the running back away, right away you know now you're keeping the football. Nice job by the quarterback.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. They booted away on 4th down. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
They've got the screen set up. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He lofts one down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Not much cooking on that drive, and now they'll hope to flip the field with this punt. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. He'll do it himself. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Got a little work done on 1st down, now back to the line. Here's the handoff. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game. To the ground. He's got it again. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Spinderella works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. So this offense with an opportunity to put this game in a hammerlock if they can score and bleed the clock. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther. They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. Williams looking for a man. Bringing the heat. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
I love the effort by the defense. The last play, gain of no yards. This play, they get a sack. They're playing excellent defense right now up against their own goal line.
And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? Keeping it on the ground on 3rd and goal. Snowed under by the defense. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
That's a big drive for this offense in the 4th quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. Pocket breaking down. With the catch, it's Doherty. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. With the 1st down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Looking downfield on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. To throw, it's Vattiato. He'll throw it. Grabbed in the middle, it's Walker. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Lacy. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Wants to throw again. Moves around to clear up the vision. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. They'll try to get the 1st through the air. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg.
Nice job making that field goal. You're down a possession here late in the game. You've got 2 timeouts in your back pocket. Do you trust your defense to be able to go out, get a stop, and get you the football back for one final shot? We're going to see.
Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. 1-possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with a W.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. This field goal unit getting some serious run. They've already been out there 3 times. The kicker will try it again. And they'll try to tack 3 more onto this lead late. That took every ounce of leg strength he had to sneak that one into the left corner. And now the lead is even bigger.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Looking downfield, it's Vattiato. He wants a big play here late. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about.
On the play. Good enough for first down.
We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to